What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Melissa. Today's movie going adventure, we're gonna go watch Blink Twice. I don't know anything about this except for the fact that it is co-written and directed by Zoe Kravitz, which I believe is her directorial debut. If I'm wrong, please correct me nicely in the comments. I know that it also stars her fiance, Channing Tatum. And I have seen the trailer. I know that it has to do with a bunch of people going on an island, and then it's nighttime, it looks spooky, and then mystery ensues. That's all that I know. Let's go. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back from watching the movie. Okay, that was a journey. I had a roller coaster of emotions while watching this movie. So I would say for much of this, I have to be honest, it felt kind of like a slog to get through because, as I told you, and if you've seen the trailer, you know that a group of people come onto this island. And we're on this island during the daytime by the pool a lot. There's just a lot of things like that of just them hanging out. And you see them either getting high or they're drinking, getting high again. They're lounging by the pool, getting high again. So like that just felt very repeated. And I was just like, okay, when is something gonna happen? Like I'm sitting here, let's get this plot moving. But then thankfully something happens to move the plot forward when somebody in the group mysteriously disappears and vanishes, and suddenly our main character Frida is the one that kind of notices this, and she gets very worried about what kind of island she's on. I believe this is Zoe Kravitz's first feature film directorial debut, and I can tell you this girl loves keeping her shots very tight. There are lots and lots of close-ups in this movie, and I actually think for this type of film that made certain scenes feel just kind of too close for comfort, and it made it feel kind of more disturbing because of certain things that happen in this and because of certain attributes that certain characters have. I know I'm kind of being cagey about it, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So I told you guys that somebody ends up disappearing, and I think this is the point of the movie that it really starts for me, because when that person disappears, somebody notices, and then another person notices, and then they're trying to figure out what the hell is happening. So then as the audience, we are also trying to figure out what the hell is happening. I think sitting down watching this movie, it made me feel like I was watching some episode of some anthology show or some like lost file from a Twilight Zone show, which I think just speaks to the eeriness of the movie. There are certain shots where you'll see a person walking and talking to another person, but then you'll see somebody in the back where it's just out of focus and it's kind of blurry because they're lurking. It's creepy. And there's also suspenseful music, but you don't know why it's suspenseful yet. So that just adds on to the kind of like the quirkiness of this movie. Naturally, things take a turn when certain revelations are made. I think I can say for me, it went pretty dark. It went darker than I initially thought it was going to go, and I think because in the beginning it just felt kind of like slow and boring, and then it takes a turn. You're like, oh, this is what this is about. Oh damn, this is for sure the type of movie that is going to launch a bunch of Blink Twice explain videos, because I can tell you at the end, even for me, I'm thinking to myself, wait, so does that mean this character did this or did they do that? I think it's up for debate. To me, ultimately, I will give this movie a 3 out of 5. I didn't love it, but it's a movie that I could see myself having conversations about. I never give anything 5 stars. It's so hard to get that 5-star rating. But I thought it was interesting. It was unique. I think Zoe Kravitz definitely has a voice. I think I would describe this as a quirky, disturbing movie. I don't know if I've ever heard a movie described that way before, but it definitely felt like this. Sometimes when movies just get a little bit too weird for weirdness sake, it kind of just turns me off. Think of movies like Men from A24. I saw the TV Glow from A24. Not to bash A24. I love A24 films, but sometimes they just get a little bit too much for me. But this one, it wasn't too weird. I think there was enough plot and mystery in there to keep me interested, and I think there were some really great performances. There's a particular scene in here with Channing Tatum that I was like, okay, Channing, you better do your acting thing. And I'll be looking forward to what Zoe Kravitz does in the future. I think this is the type of film that I feel like probably was kind of like burning up inside her, and she just couldn't wait to get her creative juices flowing with this. And it's something. I'm eager to hear what you think about it. So when you go out and watch this movie, because I do think you should watch, I definitely recommend this. So when you go and see it, tell me down below in the comments when you see it and what your thoughts are on the different characters and certain twists and turns that the plot takes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a great old time. This was not a dud. I don't regret my time at this movie going adventure, and I'll catch you guys next time.